everyone. Well, it's about 1 o'clock, so we'll go ahead and get started with our second session today, which is recreation. And so hello, and just thank you for being here, everyone. Thank you for joining us. This is our second day of our first virtual resource fair. My name is Marilyn Udine, and I'm with the Community Engagement Department. We also have Kayla Connors here managing the slide presentation, and Allison Belding will be responding in the chat. So presenters, I have promoted all of you to panelists if you're ready to present. If there's anyone that is still ready to present but is still an attendee, go ahead and drop a message in the chat, but otherwise I should have everyone promoted to present. And attendees, thank you for joining us. Your mics and cameras will be turned off for the session. Feel free to drop your questions in the chat anytime throughout the presentation. We'll be gathering all the questions, and then at the end, you'll get a chance to hear presenters' answers to any of the questions that you have. So, so for recreation today, we have a few different providers with us. We have Denver Behavior Consultants. We have Developmental Disabilities Resource Center. We have Hearts Academy, and then we have RecreationRX. So we'll go ahead and start with Denver Behavior Consultants. Carrie, if you could turn on your video and your mic. And hi, Carrie.
Hey.
Hey, yeah, and just let Kayla know when you're ready to move forward with your slides.
Okay, great. Thanks for having me. I'm owner of Denver Behavior Consultants. We have a team of about 12 different therapists. We provide a variety of different kinds of support. We have mental health clinicians on board. We have board certified behavior analysts. We have social workers, developmental interventionists, a wide variety. We provide a wide variety of services. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the different services that we offer and then get into that recreation piece, which I know a lot of people are specifically looking for. We support families either in the home or in a school setting, and we can provide some behavior support. We can help families come up with a plan if they're struggling with behaviors, and that could look like a wide variety of things. We help support families who are struggling with their own mental health needs, or even just feeling overwhelmed, or needing a little bit of support with their child, or needing a lot of support with their child. And we can come into the home and help families brainstorm a plan and come up with strategies that will work for them. We currently are just accepting private pay. However, we're in the midst of becoming an insurance provider, so stay tuned. That's coming really soon, I'm hoping. Next slide. Our social skills groups, we also offer some camps with social skills during the summer, and sometimes, you know, over holiday breaks, we've offered some different camps. Our social skills groups are at a couple of different locations. We're in Lone Tree, Castle Rock, and now in Parker starting next month. And we have partnered with the recreation centers to be able to utilize their space and offer it at their locations. If you are part of community outreach or family support services, we can certainly help tap into some funding for those social skills groups. And then sometimes we have families who just go directly through the recreation centers to register their kiddos. But if you have an interest and you're hoping to tap into developmental pathways funding, just reach out to us and let us know your child's name and service coordinator name, and we can help see if they're eligible for that funding. We typically start at age 3 for our social skills groups, and then we go all the way on up. I think on the slide it says up through age 11, but we've actually done middle school, young adult groups, and we have a group that goes up to age 13 right now. So if you don't see your child's age on there, but you have an interest, definitely reach out and let us know, because we always have a waiting list of families who maybe haven't found the right group for them, but that they would like to pair up with other kiddos or other young adults for a group. So definitely reach out and let us know. I think it's a great way to support your child's needs or young adult's needs, especially right now while we're doing some hybrid and a lot of people are doing e-learning. And I know a lot of families have that concern about not being able to have that social connection for their child. So this is a nice way for kids to also have that as a supplement when they're doing e-learning or hybrid. We run our groups for about 8 weeks. We make them fun. We have a lot of movement in there. Sometimes we will do arts and crafts and games. Everything that we do is evidence-based, so we use some evidence-based curriculums in there. Our clinicians that run all of our groups are master's level or higher clinicians who have been in the field for a long time, so they're quite skilled. So definitely reach out if you have any other questions about our social skills groups. And like I said, if you see a location that maybe you desire a location, but we're not offering it, we are always more than willing to connect with families who also have that same desire and work on getting it, a group situated and going for you. Next slide. And then lastly, we offer parent support groups. Those typically run for about 4 weeks. So we run them for a month and they meet on Saturday mornings for about 45 minutes. And right now we're offering them over Zoom. However, we're hoping to eventually return those to in-person, yet we will still always allow Zoom as an option. Same with our social skills groups, that for families who don't feel comfortable yet going in person, that we could certainly set you up with a group over Zoom if that's your preference. And our parent support groups, like I said, they're running for 4 weeks. We are hoping that parents will commit to 4 weeks at a time, and we keep them pretty inexpensive. It's $25 for the whole 4 weeks, and you can register for both social skills groups and for our parent support groups directly on our website, which is denverbehaviorconsultants.com. You click on the social skills parent support group tab, and that information and all of our dates and locations and registration is on that page. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Carrie. She's with Denver Behavior Consultants. Next up, we have Developmental Disabilities Resource Center. Christina. Hello.
Hi, Marilyn. Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you.
Okay.
So go ahead and just let Kayla know when you'd like to move your slides.
Okay, great. Hello, my name is Christina Kripe. I am a recreation therapist for the Developmental Disability Resource Center, otherwise known as DDRC. And DDRC is a nonprofit organization. We have been serving individuals with developmental and intellectual disabilities for over 55 years. And we believe in providing quality, person-centered services that allow both choice and dignity needed for fulfilling and meaningful life. So there's a myriad of different services that we offer at DDRC, but I am going to talk just about our recreation department. So if you could go to the second slide, please. Great. So our recreation department specifically serves adults 18 years or older. We are a program approved service agency, so we're able to bill waivers, and we also take private pay. So we can kind of work with wherever you're coming from and whatever financial need you have. And we provide several different types of recreation programs, which I'll go more into in a moment. Our activities occur in our Arvada location and in the community. So if the Arvada location is pretty far for you, we go into the community a lot, all over the Denver area, into the mountains, down south, up north, a little bit of everywhere. Currently, we're not going as far. We're limited to outdoor activities close by, and activities within our building in Arvada. So after COVID, when it's safe again, we'll be providing some group transportation and going a little bit farther into the community. We've done park walks, gone to games, dining out, gone to gardens, zoos, really anything that our participants might be interested in. We're always open to more ideas. And as we do those group outings, we really focus on obtaining individual goals. We work on physical fitness, social connections, social cues, safety within the community, and really utilizing those community resources. So one thing I definitely wanted to talk about, because it's a specific interest to a lot of our current participants and a need we've seen for many people coming in, is focusing on health, wellness, and fitness. So we offer several workout programs, both virtually and in person, as well as several Special Olympics teams. Right now, we're a little bit limited on what we're able to do with Special Olympics, but usually we offer a lot of different teams, including volleyball, basketball, flag football, bowling, skiing, bocce ball, track and field, soccer, and swimming. And people are able to join in as many sports as they want. Some of them overlap, which makes the schedule a little bit harder, but we open our sports up to anyone. So everything is a little bit more limited today, as I've been mentioning throughout my presentation. So wanted to go in a little bit more to what we're doing for our virtual activity options right now. We started a Zoom program in April when we realized that we weren't going to be able to reach a lot of people with our services. So we have a full Zoom program going on. There are about 3 to 5 different programs a week and a lot of different things that we offer. So we have fitness, art, socialization, trivia, games, virtual tours, meditation, and again, we're open to anything that new people coming in might want. Our Zoom programs typically last 1 hour, and they occur at a lot of various times during the week. So we try to kind of meet everyone's schedules and give them a lot of options. Can you go to the third slide, please? So one specific group that we offer both virtually and in person is our New Connections group. So this is a group for young adults only. It's for ages 18 to 24. And we have both in-person programs. We meet about 2 times a month, and about 2 times a month as well for Zooms, for a total of 4 times. And we made this program earlier this year. It's fairly new, but it's had a lot of success. We designed it after we received a lot of feedback from individuals and families that wanted more connections for people in this young adult age. So I have personally seen the friendships grow immensely already in this short amount of time. And we try to adjust and fit the interest of what we're doing to the interests of participants. And right now, many of them are interested in fitness and outdoor activities, art, and music. So that's what a lot of our programs have focused on. And we would be more than happy to talk to you more about joining this group or any of the groups that I mentioned previously. If you want more information and have access to these slides, my supervisor, Terry Holstrom, her information is on the first slide. And we also have a Facebook page that you're welcome to visit. It's under DDRC Therapeutic Learning Connections. So thank you for listening, and looking forward to answering any of your questions at the end.
Thank you so much, Christina, with DDRC. And next up, we have Hearts Academy. Tina, you're able to turn on your camera and your mic. Hello. Hi.
Hi there.
Hi. Welcome, and go ahead and get started whenever you're ready, and just let Kayla know when you'd like to move to the next slide.
Okay, thank you. So my name is Tina Hamilton, and before I became a licensed kinder music educator, I was a kindergarten teacher in Los Angeles and a general music teacher in Los Angeles, and I was also a child development associate's degree advisor. So I've been able to marry both that music and that early childhood education in what I do now with our wonderful families. Can we move to the next slide? Yeah. Can you go ahead and click on that so that we can see that video? unless you want me to click on it. Am I able to? There we go.
And we actually heard from so many folks about his music. The Lena came along, and she started leads, she really responds to music around the house. Nobody knows why I teach music and classroom and how children in the classroom especially. It looks like the sound was a bit hard to hear on that one, but we're happy to include that link with your presentation materials if we want people to access it directly. Would that be helpful? Oh, great. And we have a link dropped in the chat too. So Tina, if you want to carry on, it looks like you're muted at the moment.
Thank you. Okay, so what the video talks about is how children just zoom past their milestones when we are incorporating music into their lives and into their routines during the day, and we see them just really make huge strides. What that video doesn't talk about is the huge benefit that our families with traditionally developing little ones get when we have our families with special needs little ones in our classes. As a kindergarten teacher, I would have loved it if all of my kindergarten students would have had access to building friendships and having experiences with children who aren't traditionally developing. And the reason I put that in quotes is because we believe that all children have different special needs. And that's one of the reasons why we like to have a multi-age class. It keeps parents from comparing their little ones against each other, which is not beneficial for anyone, and it's not practical, it's not realistic, and it's not fair to our little ones. So we love having them. We love partnering with Developmental Pathways. Developmental Pathways will help with the cost of the first 3 months of kinder music, and then we scholarship the other half of that amount. And if a family is demonstrating good attendance and they're really participating, we will extend that scholarship onto them, because we just love having them in our classes. We love the benefit that we get. We love to watch the benefit that our families get, and it's just a really beautiful experience for all of us. We do Zoom hybrid classes, and in the spring, when we were all totally shut down, we did 100% Zoom classes, which were wonderful and just a really great thing for little ones to look forward to. And so we do hybrid now with some families that don't feel comfortable enough to get out. In our classes that we do teach, we have a limit of 3 families per class in a very large room. All the parents wear masks. Each family gets an individual music bag that they use for the duration of the class. The little ones are not putting things in and taking things out of a community basket. They each have their own materials at the beginning of the class. And we just love it. And if you text K-Music to 22828, it'll take you to our website, and you can just look for on the drop-down menu KM and DP to see what our program is and how to connect with us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tina, with Hearts Academy. And the link again to the video is in the chat. So go ahead, everyone, and check that out. And it'll also be on the landing page. And next up, we'll have RecreationRX. So we have Danielle.
Hello, can you see me?
Yes, I can see you.
Awesome, thank you. Welcome everyone. My name is Danielle. I am a recreation therapist and the owner of RecreationRX Limited. If you don't know what recreation therapy is, we essentially just use different recreational and leisure activities as a form of intervention. So whatever goal we're working on with the individual or within a group setting, all modifications and adaptations are made to different recreational activities to work towards or meet those goals. So what I do is I provide in-home and community-based services. Of course, with COVID, just like everybody else, everything has been virtual. So I've been using a provider platform that is completely encrypted just for HIPAA privacy purposes. And I've been doing virtual throughout COVID. I am open to in-person. I do have a family currently that's in person again, of course being cautious and sanitizing and all materials that I use. So some things I've done virtually are virtual like scavenger hunts. I've also done through home scavenger hunts. So I have parents assist me with that one, just holding laptops and walking through the family's house if possible, which is fun. Also some virtual like It's a Small World Disney ride, other Splash Mountain rides. So those have been really fun. And then we were able to do some crafts and some matching and some board games through the computer, which have been really interesting and challenging, but a lot of fun as well. So I do one-on-one intervention in the home for 45 minutes. The first session is complimentary. Recreational therapy is not a reimbursable service on its own through insurance companies. Our governing body is trying so hard and has been trying so hard to get us covered. So right now we work closely with Developmental Pathways and other CCBs to provide opportunity for the family to pay privately. We do have a promotion with DP currently that you are more than welcome to take advantage of if you are eligible. Again, that first session is complimentary. It's 30 minutes, and really it's just an assessment of the individual or the child. We work with children ages 3, and we work all the way through the lifespan up to 103. I also go into long-term care facilities or nursing homes to do some groups there. Again, different adaptations and modifications can be made based on the individual's ability level and their interests. So the goal of a rec therapist, again, while we're working on the individual goals, we want the client or the patient to be involved. So the way we do that is get them involved through the activities that they enjoy, because then it doesn't seem like work. October is our anniversary month, so I'm also offering some special promotions and pricing for our new clients. And I'm open to in-person and virtual from here on out. I think that having the virtual option since COVID, it's something that I think will stay for those families that are interested. I know my information is there, and our website is just www.myrecrx.com. So thanks everyone for being here. Please feel free to send me an email if you have questions. Recreation therapy is such a broad scope of practice. So there's so much that we can do, which is why we really get to know the individual to provide the best services to them. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Danielle, with RecreationRX. So this does conclude the presentation portion of the session, and we'll open up the Q&A. So if you haven't yet, please go ahead and add any questions to the chat. And you can also see that Allie did drop a little message in the chat with a link to our landing page. So at this page, you can go ahead and get information for any of the presenters that you just saw. You can also get the schedule for future presentations this afternoon. And that'll just have all of the agenda and any information that you need if you wanted to reach out to anyone directly. She also put a link in the chat to enter the prize drawing. So many of our presenters have donated some prizes. And after the event finishes today, we'll go ahead and draw some winners, and we'll let anyone know if they've won. So if you click on that link, you get an entry for every session you attend. So go ahead and do that. And then I'll turn it over to Allie if we have any questions.
Yes, we have one that came in. I'm not sure if it's directed to one specific provider. However, I will go ahead and ask it, and then maybe all providers can respond. The question is that can you and do you provide any services in school? And would there be any exceptions to this?
And all the providers are welcome to go ahead and turn on their mics and camera for this portion.
So if any of the 4 presenters want to go ahead and answer that question, feel free. I'll let you guys kind of pick who wants to go first.
So Kinder Music does have a program for schools. The family has to request it to the director of the school, and then we can work with them in getting something set up.
Thank you, Tina.
And Denver Behavior Consultants, we do provide school-based support for families who want us in there. Typically, schools are more than willing to have us come in and support their child in that setting. As far as the social skills groups, we're not offering those at school, but that they're at the recreation center. But we can provide that behavior support to teachers and to schools if they want it.
All right, and then Christina from DDRC, we do not have any services going directly into the schools. We do have our young adult transitionary program, which is as they get to the end of high school, a social group looking at branching that transition from high school to adulthood. So that is the closest we have to those school services.
Thank you. And that was the only question that came in. So I think, Marilyn, if you want to take over.
Sure. So thank you everyone for attending today. Thank you to all the presenters. You've provided some really great information. If you want to watch any of the other presentations today, you're welcome to just log off and log back on as an attendee. And we'll go ahead and start with our next session at 2 o'clock, which will be advocacy and education. So everyone is welcome back for that session, and we hope to see you all there. We'll just put up a slide in the meantime so you can stay logged on if you'd like. And yeah, so just, yeah, well, join us for the next session. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat, and our team will be answering the questions in between sessions too. So thanks so much.
Thank you.